Man, we owe the pleasure, brother.
You are now listening to Barco Boys.
Y'all funky ass up. Y'all know the routine.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm down with nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps forward. I just need gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. I am the have-nots mascot.
Good morning. What's good, brother Ty? What's good with you, brother? Good morning, people.
Yo.
Just some regular
Peace
guys
and
and
blessings.
gals having some real conversation. Get your funky ass up. You know the routine. What's good with the people? What's good with the people?
I'm back like cook crack.
What's good with the brothers, man? What's good with y'all, man?
Yo, top of the morning, man. What up?
Yeah, definitely top of the AM, man.
I wanna apologize to the public about my hiatus, the lack of words. My kid's been sick, man. So I know how it go when I got a bunch of sick kids. Everybody's sick right now. So
I got a bunch of 6 kids.
Hey, yeah, that weather do it, man. It should be up and down. Hot
my
in the
kids got
afternoon.
asthma, so you already know how that shit is.
Yeah. Probably been going to the
Better,
hospital, doctors and everything.
Breathing machines, snot and all of that. That's all I've been dealing with. But we back.
I know how it be, man. What's good though? What's good, Fly? Fly, I went and found out what Kelly in the hole for, which don't make no sense to me, but
What, he had the Wharton number? The Wharton
Yeah.
phone number?
Yeah, that's what it say. You know, you're in solitary confinement, and the reasoning is R. Kelly under investigation for possession. Retired Wharton's phone number. I don't understand what's wrong with that.
And on the Sirius XM.
Because he had. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that. So, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, man, I'm gonna write out the button, man. I'm gonna write on out the button. Holla at my boy Robert. See what's going on, man. See if he right back. What's good with the family, man? What's up with y'all in the chat, man? Who in here, man? All right, Trav. What's good? Trav, what's good with you? Natalie. Uncle Tony, what's good? Uncle Travis, what's good? What's good with y'all, man? What is good with y'all? What's good with the family? Yeah, he we gotta see what's going on with Robert though, man. It got him in the hole for some suspicious reasons. I don't know what that's about, but I didn't know he couldn't have the ward number. I mean, the ex ward, they ain't even a ward no more. What's the problem? So
That's why I said, is that a crime? Is that technically a crime?
I don't know if that's the reasoning that they're coming up with. It don't make no sense to me. I never.
Fuck, he was gonna do call the
war.
Like
upon investigation. Right.
Fuck, he was gonna do call the war.
For real, right? Like what he was gonna do?
Say, man, we gotta put you in solitary. You know you can't be calling that war, man. You crazy?
Yo, find out where this number, where the address to this number at, where the location at.
The plot thickens.
Yeah,
it sound like the plot thickens, Steve.
You know how it go, man. They try to make something out of nothing. But you know, like I said, he in the midst of his appeal, man. We'll see how that work out. Or switching the district of where his case at, or whatever the case may be, the court, or where his case at. So, you know, we'll see how that play out.
What did he actually get charged with? Like, so I'm clear.
It wasn't trafficking. He definitely got. I want to say he got the
What a
RICO
minor.
for real. He got something similar to Diddy, not Diddy conviction, but what Diddy was charged with.
That's why I was trying to figure out
I can't remember.
was it similar to the charges? I thought, well, them girls,
I think they were saying, like,
that he had at the house wasn't underage though, right? They were 18 and shit like that.
Yeah, because the young girl who he was, you see, she coming out talking about stuff now, so I don't know.
Yeah.
He wasn't even charged with that. He wasn't.
That's why I said he wasn't charged with that.
That was the case he beat when Jigga Kelly not guilty. That was all that stuff. You know, they was trying to charge him back then for that. But yeah, he we gonna see how it play out with the guy.
Sure what he got locked up for.
Let me see. I'll tell you.
Yeah, find out, Fly. Exactly his actual charges. Because
I was just like, damn, he got like 30 years. Like, what he charged with?
Yeah, you know, a lot of times when they give you 30 years and stuff like that, that just be like the enhancements, man. The enhancements, the add-ons. You know, traveling across state lines. You know, certain stuff they try to add on.
30 years in prison after a federal jury in Brooklyn found him guilty of 9 counts of racketeering in the Mann Act.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
In the Mann Act violations relating to coercion. This sound like the same shit that Diddy locked up for. Sound like the same exact charge, bro.
But they got him on racketeering, and the racketeering got him to 30 years.
That's the big boy charge. Yeah, the racketeering, the big boy charge.
Yeah, that's what smoked him. So he's trying to get it moved out of the District of New York and into Chicago. And I don't know if the crimes didn't happen in New York. It shouldn't have been tried in New York. That's how I see it. But, you know, they say, you know, the law, I guess, knows best because they definitely moved it from Chicago before he had the case. So I don't know, man.
It says his attorney accused prosecutors of stretching the act's definition of enterprise and argue terms solely applies if members share a common purpose to engage in illegal conduct.
Yeah, man. So they trying to this like another example case. Like I don't understand how he got. I guess they saying he was running like a criminal enterprise with females. That's what he was doing.
This should say RICO all over it, man.
This is what I'm saying. They try to add attachments that shouldn't be added to certain crimes. They making stuff up. And
that's what the attorney saying, that they stretching the definition of what, you know what I'm saying, the act that they saying is they trying to say he was running the enterprise of women just coming in and out like he got the Playboy Mansion.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And they throwing these guys under the jail. You know what I'm saying, when they add these attachments. So like I said, man, we'll see how it play out, man. Ain't no telling
Shit,
if he ever.
How long R. Kelly been locked up?
Shit, how long it's been? It gotta be about what, 5? About a nickel now? Oh, it ain't been that long. Y'all tell me.
Shit, I feel like it been about somewhere close to 5 years, 6 years, something like that.
It's 2026.
Yeah, wasn't he going to jail around the pandemic time? Was he going to court, back and forth to court around the pandemic time?
That's what I'm thinking, like 2018, 2019. What the fuck been gone for a minute, it seems like.
In 2022, he was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
In 22?
Mm-hmm. That was 2022. Kelly was sentenced to 30. Now he might have already been in prison.
He was already in jail.
Yeah, he might already been in jail. Yeah, they just say he was sentenced. She was sentenced in 2022. So you give it a 2-year span or a year and a half span before that, before the trial, right?
Yeah. But here,
a 6-week trial in September 2021 in federal Brooklyn jury. 2021.
I'm saying he ain't gonna do no 30 years though. He ain't.
So the trial started in 2021.
He's not gonna do.
Ended at 22.
Yeah, he's not gonna do no 30 years though. It's gonna be like they're gonna get a little bit more out of him, but he'll be home not soon. Yo, they ain't gonna get no 30 years out of him. As long as he got money to fight, the lawyers know what's going on. I could say what's going on, and people would say, I don't know, burn R. Kelly and all that, but whatever. He ain't gonna do no 30 years, yo. He ain't gonna do no 30 years.
Hey, E, how much time Bill Cosby did?
He did 2 years. He did 2 years.
On what sentence? On a 30-year sentence?
No, he ain't had no 30-year sentence. Bill Cosby had I want to say an 8-year sentence or something like that, 4-year sentence or something like that. But he came, he came right home though. His lawyers got him right up out of that. They got him right up out of that. Kelly should have. I mean, Bill Cosby probably should have never stepped foot in a jail. Period. You know what I'm saying? So he made it up out of that. Kelly gonna make it up out of this too because Kelly was the example. So they're making an example out of him. Like this what could happen to you, but they're gonna overturn that 30 years because he definitely shouldn't have no racketeering, just like Diddy shouldn't have had no racketeering. You know how that go though. They making them examples, man. You know, we talked about Obama yesterday, right? And I was saying, he said, let me just play what he said because I know Ty wasn't here. Let me play what he said about the aliens and all that because I got an update.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
What was the first question you wanted answered when you became president?
Where are the aliens?
Where are the aliens?
Yeah, I know you said that. You know, I guess everything went viral and went in a frenzy. You know, he got some stuff to say now. He clearing up what he meant about the aliens. They must have got on his ass. You know, you letting out confidential information.
We just spoke about it yesterday. Did I tell you?
About that. They must have got on him.
It's some shit that you just can't say, bro.
Yeah, he like, I was trying to stick with the spirit of the speed round, but since it's gotten attention, let me clarify. Statistically, the universe is so vast that the odds are good there's life out there. But the distance between solar systems are so great that the chances we've been visited by aliens is low, and I saw no evidence during my presidency that extraterrestrials have made contact with us. Really.
So it is aliens. At all of that, it is aliens. That's what we just heard, correct?
It sounds like he ain't trying to say that it wasn't. It sounds like he ain't trying.
That was a lot of hoopla. Yeah, that was the 52 fake out just now. I just heard that.
Yeah, he ain't trying to say that it wasn't.
Y'all don't remember when the senator was testifying to all the aliens and like it was a big whistleblower like a couple months ago on C-SPAN?
Yeah, they had a whole.
Nah, I don't know what y'all talking about.
A Congress meeting about it, yo. They had a whole big meeting about it. I know
this
exactly
was going on for like
about.
a month, bro. He out there out there telling everything. He like, I don't care no more. He like, I got government clearance. I've been working there. Like, yes, motherfuckers, aliens right here. They look like this. They gave us this. Like. He calling people to the courtroom. They're like, we
First
can't
of all,
the
Mexicans got bodies of aliens that's supposed to got tested. We've never heard nothing more about it. They had about 3.
What aliens. You mean in Mexico?
In Mexico, they got dead bodies of aliens. They little though. They like some little creatures with heads. They like, you know what I'm saying? They little, and they were supposed to be doing some tests on them. And I ain't never heard nothing back about the test, but I always want. I gotta look into that. What happened with the aliens in Mexico?
You sure that wasn't a fish out the water, man?
No, it definitely wasn't no fish. Them definitely wasn't fish. What I'm talking about, they had fingers.
I don't see certain fish that look like fucking aliens.
Yo, look, they had fingers. They had like three long fingers. Go ahead, Ty.
Y'all ain't seen that military footage of the planes? When the military guys is flying, they're like, yo, what the fuck is that flying beside us? This shit going this way, it's going that way. This shit just dove into the ocean. This shit on military camera.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. I done saw so much stuff involving the aliens, man. That's what Keith said. Keith said the aliens are in the ocean. They have no idea how deep the ocean goes. First of all, Keith, we only know about 5% of the ocean, yo.
Right. That shit. That's
we don't know nothing about the ocean, yo. For real, for real.
They know more
only up to about 5%
of the ocean.
Word is bond.
That's a fact.
Word is bond. They don't know nothing about the ocean, and they scared. They say, it's different creatures down there, man, going down there. So you don't know what's down there, for real, for real. But they definitely saying there's oceans, and I definitely heard that they be going into the water, tired of the spaceships and all that, going in the water, disappearing.
Yeah, you see what Bees just said?
Wait till you see the video. On video, like, you watch it. Like, this shit got no jet propulsion. You don't see no gas coming off they, like, aircraft or nothing like that. They're like, how the fuck is it flying? And ain't no gas coming out this way, that way, bro. That shit dropped like 3,000 feet straight into the ocean. Gone. Like, what the fuck?
You know what's crazy, L. Benton, that's a possibility.
B said they motherfucking it's time travelers.
They probably coming back trying to warn us that something, the end of time coming. You know what I'm saying? They probably trying to warn us, you never know. They shot a missile at one, and the missile did what? What is the missile bounced off the UFO? Man, this is what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff going on with these aliens. I be paying attention though, man.
Do y'all believe in aliens? Let me ask one question. Y'all believe in aliens?
Do y'all remember the thing that happened last year in Las Vegas? With the aliens landed in the people's backyard. They said something dropped in the backyard. They saw something coming out the sky, the police car. Everybody saw it. The police, it was all over the news. This when everybody started coming out saying, yo, it's definitely aliens.
I've been believing in aliens though. But my take on it is kind of like how he said, like time travel, like how L. Ben said. I think they come back. I think they come back just to see, like, have them niggas caught up yet? Like, they don't know how to do this yet. Then they'll drop off some knowledge. Like, here go fucking plutonium. Y'all hurry up and catch up so we can come back and, like, communicate. Y'all niggas is too primitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they come back to check and see, like, where are we at? Like, where they at right now? Oh, they just learned how to do this? All right, bet. We'll be back. Fuck.
I believe it, but I damn sure know that Barack didn't say, nah, it's definitely not aliens, He's saying it's a possibility.
Oh, no.
I don't know, Keith. Keith said they won't go underwater. Shit, it's a lot of motherfuckers that's going to school for marine biology, man. Motherfuckers is going underwater, dog.
That's another one, Jason. See, I didn't know people was into this stuff with the Miami Mall. You know what's crazy? Jason, I went on a cruise, right? I was going on a cruise. So I get to Miami the night before. And the hotel I stayed in, I didn't know it was going to end up being a rinky-dink hotel down there like that. But I only had to stay in there for a night. But the shit was right across from that mall where they said the portal opened up and the aliens came running through. It's a big thing. I know everybody heard about that happened in Miami. I know everybody heard about that. The people running, storming out the mall. Everybody, all the police in Miami was at the mall.
I believe in aliens, though.
I believe them too, man. I ain't gonna front, man. But I ain't think, people was into it that much. Even though I be watching some things that be having millions and millions of views. I'm like, people be watching. They be wanting to know for real.
Shit, that's what I watch on TV. Ancient aliens come on the History Channel like once a damn day.
Yeah. I believe it's possible, man. They got some good insight on the possibilities. Yeah, you know what? It might can be really aliens, man. This is something we need to look into.
If you look in like the ancient pyramids, all of like across the world, they got the same stories written on the wall. Some shit came from the sky, landed right here, showed us this shit, and left. You go from Mexico to Egypt, it's the same stories on their walls. They ain't making that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so either. Hey, Albert, how you doing? How you doing over there?
I'm good. How y'all doing this morning?
Easy.
We all right. Yeah, man. I was kind of waiting for Albert to come in.
I had to chime in. I was like, let me tell them why, because people, everybody call me crazy.
Nah, it's actually not crazy.
Dee said she met some time travelers.
if you think about it, right, look at all the coincidences that we've had with how people look like people from the past. We got books that have come about that are written decades, hundreds of years ago that foretell what exactly we're going through. That we have even movies, right? If y'all notice the movies and the shows and stuff, how are people able to imagine that this stuff will come into existence in 20 years from now? How can you possibly imagine that if you've never seen it before? I know we're an intelligent species, but how can we come up with something that actually happens, right? Events that actually happen, wars that actually happen, people doing speeches of things that actually come true decades later. It's not a coincidence in my mind. I feel like what we're seeing is the advanced form of ourselves. And if we're talking about how physically we change, they do have still a similarity to how a human structure is, right? Head, arms, legs, may be extended, but we know that we evolve as biological beings to whatever environment. I feel like they're coming back to change things so that we can adjust the future. I know it sounds like a sci-fi movie.
No, I don't, because at the end of the day, I think about when they talk about global warming and stuff like this, and how we got to be on top of that stuff like that. I think about all the sightings we've been hearing about with aliens lately, right? And I'm thinking that these things are probably coming back that's warning us, like, yo, y'all got to get it together or the world gonna end. Like, y'all got to tighten this up with this global warming. Y'all got to do certain things. And I think that the government done interacted with them, and they're not allowing us to like really know about it or see them or whatever the case may be. They got to stay under the radar wherever they stand. But I believe that the government definitely knows. That's why they don't try to hide from the little you said Ty, when they seen them in the Navy or whoever seen them in the spacecraft. The military seen them in the spacecraft. They're not hiding from them people. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not hiding from them because they know that the military gonna tell them, keep that down. We ain't talking too much about it. But you got some whistleblowers that's coming out like, yo, I seen this thing. And
you watch that symposium, bro. That motherfucker telling it all. First off, have y'all ever looked up or did any kind of research on Nikola Tesla?
Yeah. Where's his information at? Where's his stuff at, man?
I'm about to say Nikola Tesla was a real time traveler. Like how she said, like that shit is true. Like I don't know what y'all know, but if you ever been to Canada, like leaving America going to Canada, it's a place called Tesla Way. That's why all the power and shit is out there. But he's a time traveler. He was an alien. He's from somewhere else. That nigga created everything. I'm trying to tell you, like,
yo, it's crazy how you say that, Todd, right? And some of the conspiracies that's like out now about the people who got his information.
Right. They stole his journals.
They saying the people that's in power have access to this information, and this is how they ahead of everybody and how like certain things are. But I don't know, yo, like they saying this right now.
Hey, the shit that I read said when they went to his like later or his laboratory type situation, they found a time machine.
Yeah,
he had built the time machine too, and Tesla's just came out recently, like solar powered cars and shit. Like they still using his shit. It's like the 1800s.
And how do you explain the butterfly effect? How do you explain how we remember some stuff as being one way, but it changed suddenly to something completely different, like the names of products, the names of movies? Y'all remember that was going around?
Oh,
how do you explain that stuff?
Yeah. I think that's like
if a massive amount of people remember certain things a certain way, and then all of a sudden it changed, and it's like it never existed, or people never existed.
They fucked me up with the Bernstein Bears type shit. They were like, it was never the Bernstein Bears, it was the Bernstein Bear. I'm like, no, the fuck.
You're never gonna tell me I didn't watch Shazam with Sinbad. Never gonna tell me because I had it on VHS.
Absolutely, and I watched that. That was a good
movie. Faithfully, I love that movie.
I watched Shazam with Shaq in it. I ain't never see Shazam with Sinbad.
Oh no, Sinbad was definitely in Shazam. He was the first Shazam. Hey, Keith.
Oh yeah, damn, I forgot. You know what's crazy? I thought y'all was just saying the same movie. That is two different movies.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey,
Shaq
Keith.
had the earring in his head. Sinbad with somebody totally different.
Yeah. Hey, Keith.
That's crazy.
They saying he was smart, right? But if the government and the world had people turn against you, they said he was kind of going crazy. That's why he was stationed off in the hotel room and said he was going crazy. People thought he was crazy or whatever the case may be. It made it that easy for them to. Did they ever have a body? For real, for real? How about if he traveled back out of somewhere else in time?
What we talking about? I can't see the comments.
We talk about Tesla. I'm talking about Tesla. Like, how about if he traveled somewhere else in time?
What's that book, Barron Trump? Y'all heard about that book, Barron Trump, about Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
Hey, bro, that shit crazy, yo. That shit crazy, yo. Like,
that's the one that discovered his information.
Bro, that shit crazy.
That's the one.
Yo.
That's the one who got one of the people that got his information. They was
the main character.
They was working for
Donald
somebody.
Trump. Right, that was his damn name.
They was working for somebody, and look at his son name. What was his son name? Barron what?
Bro.
His son named Barron Trump. I ain't never seen this kid before a day in my life, and now he the tallest kid. Look like he from I don't know where, but I ain't never seen him.
That shit was wild. I like to go down conspiracy rabbit holes every once in a while.
Yeah.
But
you gotta question it. If you don't question it, you know what I'm saying? You're not living. You're just a drone, right?
All right. So another question: do y'all believe in mermaids while we wilding out right now?
Yes.
Yo, this shit get what?
Yes.
What in the sci-fi band of brothers is going on here?
Hey,
yes,
yo, listen,
I do believe in mermaids.
Hey, mermaids real as hell, yo. They got this.
He said mermaids.
If you watch those shows that show underwater, like unseen underwater sea life, you can see where these fish and these aquatic animals do favor humans.
Hey,
and
bro.
They have human features.
Yes, they do.
Hey, E, fuck with this conspiracy theorist right quick, right? I mean, this theory. And this shit makes sense. The dude said, all right, so we all was on Pangea, right? This big-ass continent that was connected, right?
All connected, yeah.
Cool. When the ship broke apart and people that were used to being on land were forced to be on islands now because my land broke off and now I got water around me and shit, right? So if we go with the theory of adaptation and evolution, where we got to evolve to our environment. So these people had to learn how to swim and to go hunt for their food and shit like that. Now they got to go in the waters. Some people, they only hunt in the waters, which give them expanded lungs.
Yeah, it's people on islands that's like that, yo, that can stay in the water and underwater for like
20 minutes.
Like 20 minutes and shit like that.
Bro, they found them off, like they did an autopsy on one of those people, but their lungs are long, like big ass balloons, like the long stretchy balloons you make animals with.
Yeah,
they lungs like that, and they can survive under deeper pressure underneath the water. So if you start breeding motherfuckers like this, like you might have had to struggle a little bit when it was your generation, but the next generation they gonna adapt, and we're gonna adapt. And they was like, bro, motherfuckers just start living in water, because when you get in water, your skin change. Like, and when you take a bath,
hey, yo, think about this then. Since your skin changing, you think about this. So think about this. How about if space ain't what we think it is? How about space is in the ocean?
That's what they were saying. Like, I ain't trying to flip a motherfucking world upside down, but
because if you ever notice when they it's starting to seem like the firmament and all that shit is real, right? Every time you see them do a spaceship or something that's supposed to be going out of space, right? If it really goes straight up, you'll always see like this little explosion thing. Like it never makes it through to get into outer space for real. You get high enough where it look like you out of space, but you never make it out of the firmament.
Like out of the atmosphere type shit.
You never make it out of the atmosphere. We're really under a dome.
Fuck all of that, E. If you going with the premise that it take all of that equipment to blast your ass off from Earth with all this help, how you getting back? How you blasting? If you land somewhere, how the fuck you blasting off? That's why they think
nobody ever went anywhere.
If you needed all of this shit.
How about if you just need to be at a certain place at a certain time to go someplace? How about if it's portals all around the world? We just don't know about them.
That's what the Bermuda Triangle is, though. You can't tell me it's not.
I believe that's possible. First of all, what happened to the Malaysian flight? MS, what was the flight? MH what?
People on that flight.
Have you seen the show on Netflix?
Where did it go?
They gonna come back.
Yeah. If they come back, I'm gonna pass out. I swear to God, I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Y'all ever watch the show Lost?
Huh? Yeah, I watched Lost. Lost was one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, that shit.
I watched Lost.
But they kept flying.
Manifest is the show where the plane returns decades later.
I watched Manifest too.
I mean, I watched Independence Day.
But when you think about Manifest, though, as you said it, Albert, right? Everything happened like that with the little pieces and this, that, and the third. But the plane still came back at a certain time with all the people wanted, like ain't nothing happened.
I feel like everything that we're being shown, everything we're seeing in these movies and shows are somebody's memories, lessons, and things that we need in order to make some certain decisions to continue on with our existence as humans on Earth. I feel like that's the reason for the time travel.
How about if it's this though, the time travel too? But how about if like my dreams sometimes be so real, right? And I don't dream all the time. Not that I can recall, like, you know what I'm saying? But when I do dream, it be so intense. I'd be like, that shit was real. That shit was real. That shit happened somewhere in my life. It was too real for it. First of all, I woke up over it. First of all, this was real. I know it was real. It felt real. Why my heart beating like this? It was real, right? I just think it's happening somewhere else at a certain time. I think it may be like different forms of us in different, what like you want to call them, realms, in different realms.
Hey, yo, give me God no credit.
And I think that when you dream, it's something that's going on.
I don't know how you
somewhere else, but it's you. It's not nobody else. It's you.
Hey, bro, it's a Disney movie, like A Stitch in Time or some shit like that, with like Oprah in it or somebody like that. I watched this shit with my kid, A Wrinkle in Time, right? I never even heard the story. Like, I guess that's like a kid story that you grow up reading and shit like that. But they got like a newer movie called A Wrinkle in Time. If you want to have your fucking mind blown by a Disney movie, roll up and watch A fucking Wrinkle in Time, bro. You can be like, yo, this is exactly what I think the world is, because it's like an alternate universe. Like you said, bro, like shit's still going on. Like, yo, what's the astral projection type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like about my body.
I think that when you sleep, it's not that you have an out-of-body experiences. It's like your soul is free to roam wherever and do whatever. Like you sleep, but you don't know what's going on. And when you're dreaming, this stuff is going on. And when I wake up, it's like he jumped back in me and shit. Like I was just running. Niggas was after me. And Keith, shoot, God get all the credit, because with these type of abilities, you got to understand, like, why do we have all these abilities to be able to dream and to be that real
God
and vivid?
Do or what God is. I think we put limitations on that. So, and let me tell you my theory when it comes to dreams, right? And the Mandela effect and the butterfly effect, all of that, I think, is because the timeline keeps changing. So you may have lived that particular instance that you're dreaming about. You remember it on some level still, even though the timeline changed and it changed everything else around you. I think that you're just reliving or remembering what was possible. Previous.
That's possible. I tell you, I had it rough then too, though. The dreams be, boy, they be having me going crazy sometimes. Like, yo.
Yeah, I still keep a dream book. I always keep a dream book handy. When I was in college, I used to take psychology classes, and we used to do like lucid dreams and REM sleep, all those kind of practices and shit like that, because it is like messages, and like it's way more true than like just waking up and saying, "Oh, I'm tripping." If you actually wake up, because we did this exercise for a while, you had to wake up, write down what you dreamt about. If you can remember it, go look it up and see if it's applicable to your life or something like that, if it applies. And that shit be telling you exactly. I remember in my like whole phase back in the day, this shit was crazy. I never forget this dream. I was like you know, when you going crazy, like you going crazy. I'm doing numbers this week, back in the day, right? So I had a dream that it was this big ass tomcat sleeping on my bed. And I don't like cats at all, right? So as soon as I woke up, I'm looking like, I gotta look that up. I would never let a cat be on my bed. You know what I'm saying? I read it, and it was like, what kind of cat was it? I'm like, it was like a, you know what I'm saying? This kind of cat was a tomcat, I guess, described in the book. It was like, you having a lot of sexual partners in your bed that you don't really know and connect with, and you need to stop. That was the fucking message. That was exactly
with the tomcat being in the bed.
No, Ty, that's just like a you got all them pussies in your bed. I don't know if that's a stretch kind of thing.
I thought that was.
Hey, yo, you know what though? I think that we don't. We put limits on ourselves too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we put limitations on ourselves. Like, we don't believe some of the stuff that we're capable of. Like when we dream and stuff happens in the dream or whatever the case may be, like we just take it as, yo, that was a dream. But it could possibly be more than that. You could possibly have more power than you think you have. Like, I think that we are some powerful beings and we just don't know it. We just haven't reached our full capability.
I think we've been stunted because, you know, they say we only use 10% of our brain power. So
exactly what I'm saying. So imagine if we could use 100% of our brain power. Like when I see the movie Lucy, you ever seen the movie Lucy?
Yep.
When she got to use all her brain power and how she was able to do certain things, like, and I think at a time in history, people were able to use way more of their brain than we are today.
That's because, like, shit that you eat, your diet, you got you vibrating at a low frequency. Anyway, there's some people right now that can do a lot of, like, them Shaolin monks motherfucker be vibrating at a different frequency. And they gonna show you, like, the limits of what the human body could do if you tapped in with your diet, with your meditation, if everything is in alignment. So like you said, some people,
I done seen guys hold themselves up with 2 fingers, man. With
crazy
with 2 fingers holding their whole body up, and you like, yo, how you doing that, bro? Your fingers
I watched
supposed
the
to be
dude
broke.
get kicked in the sack 10 times back to back, and he was like, I internalize my testicles. I can make them rise in my body. That way I said, how tapped in are you with your shit?
Frequency definitely play a huge part in our human existence.
Frequency do, but you know what? Another thing I think plays a part in it, though, we're out of alignment with the way everything was, as far as the calendar, the days, like how everything is set up. With it used to be 13 months. I think that we're totally out of alignment with who we are.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They put this whole
our coordination with nature and the earth.
Yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly. But yeah, yesterday I got another update. Yeah, you know, I had to go get some updates before, you know. You know, we talked about this and I thought it was dope. Let me get back to, I'm gonna show, because Ty wasn't here, so let me play it, and then I'm gonna play Fantasia Father.
2014, we sat and had a conversation after 3 weeks of knowing each other. And we said, what if we get married? And we did it. But the one thing that's missing in our life is we talk about it. But I didn't properly propose. The one thing that I've learned from marriage is that a good woman is always about proposing.
Pops ain't feeling this, and I don't know, it might change some people's minds, man. I was feeling it yesterday. I said, oh, he doing his thing. But, you know, Pops feels otherwise.
What the man said. Go back, listen to the video. The man said, she chose me. She chose me. Bible readers. Is that what the word say? He supposed to chose her. When they done come, taking all your assets away that God give you. So now listen, this is not a call. I'm not going against my daughter. But if the God is in you, don't show you manipulation. And when your man go openly and say you chose him, there's something wrong with that picture. Pray for Fantasia. Fantasia fans, I love Fantasia just like you do. But you don't want to see nothing happen to Fantasia. You don't want to see her be taken over, taken advantage of. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. If y'all think I'm wrong, just call me a crying father. He cried to her, but I'm a crying father. Okay, somebody said, oh, you just mad because she don't deal with it? No, baby. I do me. I take care of me. I take care of me. God got me real good. What the man said, and when you're concerned, I want my baby to come out on top. But it's some things that I know about that I really, that's why I'm pushing this. Listen, it looks like love. But y'all know how the game is. Y'all, we're not dealing with stupid people out here. We know what's happening. That walking out on, that's a publicity stunt. That's what the man said.
Pop said it's a publicity stunt going on.
Pops will not let her be great. Let her have her.
I'm about to say how we feel about that. Like as guys, how we feel about that as fathers. Like as fathers, how we feel about that. Like, is she too old for us to be like, you know, he trying to take advantage. Now, mind you, the guy said on the stage that after 3 weeks they got engaged. He could have smelt the sucker in the water. You know what I mean? And said, you know what? I could get in there and get in where I fit in. You know
hey, how long they been married? Do you know?
11 years.
11 years
now. So that's longer. That's more than long enough for you to be all the way in love with your lady.
I mean, I think Pop's wild, in my opinion. I think the intentions of Fantasia's husband, I thought it was more of the intentions more so than, you know, what he said up there or whatever the case may be.
And that's what
I thought it was a moment to make her happy, and I thought Pop's just trying to take away from that. In my opinion, I really don't know the relationship like that, but it just seemed like Pop just tried to take away from the moment and the intentions of what the husband was just trying to do. But I don't really know the situation.
I'm confused about the situation. So her husband was proposing to her?
He was re-proposing. This is a second proposal. He said he ain't do it the first time.
He didn't do it right. He ain't do it right the first time or whatever the case may be. And that could have possibly been the argument, not even the argument, but what's been going on.
Pops didn't like the words he used. But he said that you chose me. He didn't like the words that he used in the proposal.
It could have been what's been going on, though, for the last, how long they been married? 10 years,
11
you said,
years.
LBZ? 11 years. That could have been what's been going on for the last 11 years.
He's seen stuff that he ain't talking about. But
where Pop's been popping shit and saying, yeah, nigga ain't even proposed to you right, this, that, and the third. No boy said, all right, you know what? We're going to put an end to all this. I ain't got time for all this. And so when he go do it, the first person step up and say something is who? Pops, we can see what's going on. She
that's what I said. I feel like taking away from the moment.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's I don't know, man.
To be fair, Pop said this might be a publicity stunt, right? She is about to go on tour with Anthony Hamilton, so I don't know.
Man.
I mean, a publicity stunt, they already married. I don't even...
Even if it was a publicity stunt, Pop, go sit your raggedy ass down, man. Even if it was a publicity stunt, you messing up on publicity, nigga.
I was just about to say, I feel like Pop just trying to take away from the moment, man.
Come on, man. Whatever it was, whatever moment it was, Pops, you just in the way, man. You just in the way, man. And I'm pretty sure, how old is Fantasia? She got to be about 40 now, in her 40s, right?
Hey, the chat saying that was absolutely right. I'm missing
Who
it.
said that was
I don't agree. I mean, I don't give a fuck what the chat said. I don't agree Pops is right. You know what I mean? I don't believe that Pop should have made a fucking blog about his daughter and her husband. Me personally, but whatever. I don't even know. Pop's 70 years old.
All right, so check it out. Now, if I'm she's 41 now. If I'm Pops and she's 17, 18, right? I may say something to the boyfriend, make a little blog about it. You know, my daughter, this, that, and the third. But when my daughter got damn 41, first of all, I got a daughter. I don't even want to say how old my daughter is, because I don't want niggas to say, damn, you an old ass nigga. Me saying something to my daughter, like, now if she come to me with some advice, saying something to her, but taking it public and doing all this, yeah, might be a publicity stunt for you, Pops. You might be out here trying to get some publicity off of this.
He trying to get his bro real on.
Yeah, that's what it just looked like.
Yo, it seems like everybody involved now, Ty. Ty seems like everybody involved now. Yo, anybody from the family could jump and get involved. Oh, you know, I'm Fantasia's cousin. Yeah, it ain't right. You know, everybody want to jump on the bandwagon, man.
Well, I mean, I get it as a parent, and you know, I understand that you want the best for your kids all the time. I understand that if I see something that's not right in a partner for my child, I want to speak up and I want to say something. Doing on a public platform, I would not do. That's just me personally. But I understand where he's coming from, especially in the sense where he doesn't feel that the guy is good enough for her.
Or maybe don't mean
it's
right.
Genuine.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe he don't feel like the guys who you know who you know we know. I don't know if y'all know who her husband is, but apparently he had a lot of drug activity and was a participant in a lot of you know, crime at a young age. And then he turned his life around about, you know, right before he turned 30 and started mentoring and doing community leadership and owning nonprofits. I think he helped her run her entertainment business now as well. So maybe her dad feels like he's using her as an opportunity as a come up, right?
That's one thing Pop said though. Like,
so my thing is
somebody misappropriated some funds, and they was trying to say it was like management or something like that, and it ends up being Fantasia. I mean, her husband that Pops is saying is swiping the bread, basically.
But it could be real. It's been 11 years. And I think as a woman, looking at how Fantasia came up, you know what I mean? She had it rough with men. I think she would be able to discern if he was not genuine to the point where she wouldn't stay with him for 11 years, given her status.
I was just about to say to what you were just saying, Bees. You know, you said that he got to get his shit together. He had to, get his stuff together. So by him saying she chose me, he's saying she chose me. She the breadwinner. She picked me to help me, get my life together and things like that. So I'm looking at it from a different standpoint now that you're saying that. I didn't know he was, you know what I mean? I don't know what he do for a living, but I'm pretty sure she is the breadwinner, correct?
Most likely,
probably,
yeah.
Most likely, yeah. She chose him, absolutely.
And he could, like you saying though too, Fly. He could be saying, "Yeah, you chose me.
Any dude she wanted.
you chose me, so I'm gonna step up and be responsible and do the stuff that I need to do to make our shit last." Yeah, because you know what I mean. You did what you did. You didn't have to do what you did for me. You didn't have to do what you did for me. You didn't have to see the potential in me. You understand what I'm saying? So Pops, I think, just need to sit on back, man, and probably have a conversation with the guy and and see where his head at. Because if you're just talking and you haven't had a conversation with the guy, then Pops, you just blowing smoke, man.
Yeah, definitely something behind the fact that he did it socially. You know what I mean? Like he did it on a wide scale like that. Something must be going on. Maybe they don't get along or something like that. But that's crazy. I would not do that to my child.
I see we got a few women in the chat, and you on here, Bees. I pulled this up specifically for y'all because I saw this last night and it blew my mind. And I said, I don't know how I would feel if I was a woman. I want y'all to tell me. I probably should have saved it for tomorrow. But I said, I can't let this wait because this is out of control, and I ain't never seen nothing like this. But check it out.
I'm 14. So in the 24-something years of doing hair, this is the worst I've ever seen. Really? Yes. Because let me tell you why it's the worst. It's the worst because, number one, you haven't had a haircut in over 15 years. And number two, you put box color on top of it. So how long have you been box coloring the hair?
8 years ago.
Okay. So you see all of this here? You see all of this here? All of this you can see through here? That's all got to go. That as women of color, we hold on to length, and you don't realize you're holding on to the length, but it's not healthy. So you're holding on to dead length.
Right.
So now what's happening is, like, if I could see without really like flat ironing your hair, you would need to cut this off, this much off. This all dead, baby. I'm watching the movie. I've been this much off. You right, because it looks bad.
You are. So you say here, I'm saying here. Like,
but you just asked me for my professional opinion. I gave it to you. Okay, there's the answer.
And then like the next 2 times.
No. There's no next 2 times. You lucky I ain't pull out my clippers. That's how bad this is. You're not. I don't think you're understanding that. You're lucky. We gonna cut that dead stuff off. I don't hold on to things that don't serve me. So,
ladies, talk to me because I didn't see nothing that looked bad, and I seen women walk around with their hair like that in the street. Like what? Ladies, maybe I'm bugging.
Your hair too short to be ready to cut my hair off that fast.
And then you talk about you've been doing hair for however long, since you was 14, however long. That don't mean you're a goddamn professional.
Hold on, E. She said I don't carry around stuff that don't serve me. Bitch, this ain't your head.
Well, I said I don't want you to cut that much. Ladies, talk to me, ladies.
My bad, Latoya.
Talk to me, lady, because I would have lost.
Y'all crazy.
But the way she said that, it sounds to me she's definitely thinking she knows more than she does. I mean, honestly, if you want to be technical, hair is dead already. It's dead cells. That's
Let
why
me say this too. If I would have let LBZ, if I'd have let the video, if I'd have kept recording more of the video, y'all would have been highly upset with how far she wanted to cut the girl hair though. She telling the girl, yo, we're going to leave it to about this much, where it's like a little mini afro. What? You just heard what you said. I ain't had a haircut. Girl, you just said I ain't had a haircut in 15 years. What make you think I want to cut my hair that low? And I ain't had a haircut in 15 years.
It sound like a little hate.
She was talking about. But at the same time, part of you serving and being in that capacity is, you servicing your client. This is your client. You got to do it to their comfort level. You can't just go chopping off somebody's hair. You can put them in the mental. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just do that. And then the way she talked to her was very unprofessional.
Unprofessional. I'd have got up and walked. You don't deserve none of this bread.
Hey, yo,
she's 40 years old now. He wanted to say something. He should have been. Oh, they talk about Fantasia. Yeah, but yeah, man. Nah, you crazy.
I'm looking at this shit like, you know how you go to the mechanic and you like, yo, I want an oil change, and cuz like, nah, I'm about to give you a new transmission. Hey, cuz, I want an oil change, bro. What the fuck? My car on fire,
I hate that shit, Ty. I swear, bro. Don't tell me about nothing else, bro. I swear, dog.
I can't hear said oil. You talk about engines, man. What is wrong with you, player?
I just spent $250 on an oil change. You gotta add shit, bro. Come on, man.
Hey,
nobody told you to look at the engine, bro.
She said I'm about to give you a brush.
You imagine being a woman going into a mechanic shop.
You watching?
Oh man, they get you every time. They gonna throw that extra filter in there.
They don't
They
get
gonna
me,
throw
but
that
I
filter
see it
in there.
happen. They tried. They
They
tried.
gonna
Oh,
try to
ma'am,
add
your
that
engine
filter
blew
every
up.
time. Hey, bro, I don't
I
need
was
no
like, my
filter, bro.
engine
Get
blew
that shit
up.
away from me.
Hey, Fly, they could tell you straight up. They'll be like, yo, look, Fly, they tell you, yeah, you go buy a part, it'd be $50. They be like, yeah, labor, yeah, you got to pay $350. What?
Nope, because I buy
The
my own
part was $50, man. Let me try to put this shit on myself, man.
Hey,
I ain't about
Hey,
to be
E,
playing
that's
with
how
you
you gotta
guys,
do it.
man.
I'll YouTube some shit in a heartbeat.
Hey,
I
About to
take
be
my
playing
own
with
parts.
you
I'm
dudes,
like,
man.
I don't go to no mechanic that don't take my parts. When I take my, can I go buy it myself? Just make sure it's the right part, because y'all ain't about to get me.
Hey, Keith, yes, she was a hater, yo. Ain't no way you talk about my length.
I said
talk
she
about,
was a hater.
you
That's
see
what I
this?
said.
I'm looking at the movie. She put her
wanted to
hair
cut her
up
shit
and said,
so bad.
you see this? I'm looking at the movie. It's so thin. I did see thin parts, but it wasn't that much. Her hair was thick. It was
long as
full.
hell.
Shorty came for a doobie, got a whole cut.
Come on, man. She had a whole Dennis, about to get a whole Dennis Rodman. That shit don't even make sense.
Just imagine being her man, right? I ain't trying to make this crazy. Just imagine being her man. And your shorty left with lymph down like that. And she came back like, yeah, the lady said all my shit was dead. And she cut all my shit off. Now I got the fucking Tony Braxton. And she just left. Yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Yo, I'm not even.
Don't make sense, man.
What just happened right now? Now she just started cutting my shit with clippers. What? Yo, we about to go beat my ass, yo. That shit is funny as hell right there. She actually trying to clown her. You trying to clown me? What's happening right now?
So Jason, I'm definitely a mechanic. I've been working on my car, and I used to have the books, you know, the auto books they used to sell in the auto store. I used to have the books for my cars. That's how good.
Hey, Jay, my shit wasn't working the other day. I jumped right on YouTube, pressed 2 buttons, my shit was back working again, dog.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now, dog. I'm right on YouTube. I can figure this shit out,
baby.
My nigga said I came for an oil change only. I don't give a fuck whether my car on fire. Don't check my tire pressure, none of that shit, bro.
These niggas told my, hey, you still want your tires rotated? Bro, oil change, dog. Don't do nothing else.
Every time I go for my tires, oh ma'am, you need to replace your shocks, your front and the back, sir. Does that keep my wheels from spinning?
I've never went for an oil change and they didn't try to sell me a filter. Bro, I don't need no fucking filter, bro. Get that shit away from me. And it's $50? Get that.
Right. You better go and pop that filter in yourself. I'll change all the filter.
Yo, crazy, yeah.
But yeah, that lady was out of bounds. I don't know why she would
wildin', yo.
A lady like that.
Hey, yo, real quick, y'all. Let's pay a little homage to the late great Brother Jesse.
Man.
Brother Jesse, man.
Yeah, I woke up to this morning.
Civil rights icon, Jesse Jackson.
That's my grandmother, boy.
Yeah, not her boy, grandma. I think grandma thought she could have married this nigga or something.
He might have hit that, yo. He might have hit that thing, yo.
She was bigger. They went to school together.
Yo.
They definitely went to school.
Yo. He might have hit my grandmother, yo.
She used to be showing a little yearbook.
She used to have that picture in the yearbook, yeah. She used to always show that picture of him in the yearbook.
Yeah, they went to school together, but R.I.P. to him, man. And man, he I used to, you know, when he first ran for president, I remember sitting around watching with grandma and, you know, just sitting around, and I'm like big on Jesse Jackson, and I start getting older, and I said, nah, I ain't really.
Yo, did Jesse Jackson not have a funny voice?
Following the program, grandma.
He had a funny voice to me, yo.
Yeah, that nigga.
Yo, he used to have that little country voice. He used to have that.
It seemed like he used to have some type of dialect, like he used to, like it was like he was doing that, like it wasn't like he was making that voice.
Yo, yeah, yo.
Every time he speak, he sound like he preaching.
Yeah, Keith, she used to be on him, yo. She used to definitely be on him. And you got to understand, as a grandmother, though, right? And you got grandkids, and you got somebody that's like Jesse Jackson. See, back then, at that time, she was telling us about him. I didn't know Jesse Jackson was running around with Martin Luther King. Like, he played significant roles in history. Like, Jesse Jackson was around. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
You know, she was proud to brag about him. Like, yo, I know him. You know what I'm saying? And I understand. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, he might have, you know, smacked it up, flipped it, rubbed it down. But she used to be souped
grandma,
up
no
about that guy.
disrespect. We love you. That's a joke, grandma.
Alice
I know my grandmother looking down like, boy,
but
don't be
she know
saying
how
that.
we
I know my
joke,
grandmother.
She know how we joke.
My grandmother. She gonna be like, stop playing. Don't say that.
She know how we joke. She know how we joke. Yeah, she know how we joke. But shout out to him, man.
And he was definitely a great figure in the Black community, whether people want to continue to
acknowledge
believe in it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But he definitely made a lot of changes and paved the way for a lot of things to happen in the Black community and for Black Americans, not just Black Americans. Let's just be real, because he advocated the Rainbow Coalition, which had nothing to do with the LGBTQ community like people think, but it did have to do with Blacks, whites, Asians, all Hispanics and everybody.
Telespectrum.
Spectrum of people having rights and freedoms. That's what he believed in. And he pushed and sacrificed himself on numerous occasions to make sure that they pushed the agenda for Black America, for America, period. He fought for what he believed in. He stood for who he was.
Do y'all feel like he got it just due as a Black leader? I feel like he did. You know what I mean? I don't feel like
he did in the early days, but as time went on, you know how we get into the everybody should be our savior complex.
I was just about to say that. Do y'all think he lived too long, whereas though he kind of ain't like, for instance, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, like what y'all saying, he was with those guys
they went
as well.
out on top. You saying they went out on top at the top of their peak.
I feel like they went out on top, but they died real early. Whereas though they could have fell off of being our, people. You know what I mean? I think, of them dying early and how they died made them who they were. But like a Jesse Jackson, him living this long kind of just faded away. You know what I'm saying? His shit kind of faded away. Because my kids don't know Jesse Jackson. My kids don't know him. You know what I'm saying?
We still needed to know that he existed. So his death now is going to prompt, a reawakening of civil rights and what that movement was. Because now they're going to talk about it.
Echo.
Me too.
So I think that it's a good thing that we have had the long-standing leaders like Jesse Jackson and John Lewis and Rosa Parks and those people that still are around to make
prominent figures. Yeah, absolutely. I think Jesse Jackson was a prominent figure. I just don't feel like he got to just do now. Like I feel like now. Well, I hope it happens now that you know what I mean. He passed away, but over the past years,
he was definitely old. So
I think he didn't like he used to. I think he didn't get his just due because. And I don't want, say this is because, but my opinion. I remember when Farrakhan was kind of going at him back in the days.
Mm-hmm.
Saying like, and I think Farrakhan was like actually calling to him really, not really trying to, but saying like, we need you more in a leadership role, like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. Basically saying like, you over there shoe shuffling with them guys, worrying about them when you need to be worrying about your own people or whatever the case may be. And I think that's when a lot of people started looking at Jesse kind of a little different when they was clashing. But I think if that never would have happened, I think Jesse Jackson would have kept just knocking at the park. Cause like I said, I became a fan from sitting watching him with grandma and her knowing them. I'm like, yo, all right. But after a while, you like, damn, he ain't out here pushing it like Farrakhan, and you start comparing. Oh, he ain't out here pushing like Farrakhan or whatever the case may be. And his movement was like Farrakhan. You learn that once you get
That's
older.
When I found out Farrakhan was contradictory and a hypocrite because you turning on your own. Like no matter what, they're.
I didn't like that.
For our community, yet you still wanted to down the man because he was trying to position himself to get more power, trying to position himself to gain alliances on the other side so he can further these agendas for us. It ain't but so much you can do as a person, one person trying to make moves in this government. You know what we're dealing with. So I don't understand why we try to take each other down like that.
It's always seemed like it's got to be a competition with us.
Yeah.
Just because you got a voice don't mean you got to try to silence mine.
Exactly.
Like, it's always like a competition thing, yo. And we could stop doing that shit. I think we'll be all right, man.
Now that goes back to, what are you saying? Are you saying something that's in opposition to what we're saying?
Nah, I see your question, Keith.
I'm about to say, that's what got shit Malcolm hit. You know, like, you saying opposite shit that we saying, bro. Not even saying that you telling lies. You telling the truth, but you're not saying what we saying. We trying to get everybody on the same page. And you
but
trying
your
to,
page don't necessarily be the right page either.
That's the problem with black community now. We all ain't got the same agenda. And that's what they saying. If
that's the issue. And that's what I'm saying.
That's the biggest issue.
That's the biggest issue right there.
I think even though we don't have the same way to get there, we're not driving in the same car, we're still going to the same destination. So why am I playing bumper cars along the way?
I agree with that as well.
If we're not trying to go to the same destination. If you saying integration and I'm saying
I was about to say Malcolm X was saying one thing, Martin Luther King was saying another. He's saying one thing else.
Changed his message now. Don't forget.
But that's when you sit down. That's when you sit down and you try to figure it out. You figure it out. Y'all come to some common goal, but don't turn against each other because we need each other. You know, if you take all these people over here, then I'm butt naked over here. Not really butt naked. I got my people, but they ain't following here. Like, that's straight divide and conquer.
That's the whole master plan that they implemented. They can't get on one.
And that shit has worked like never before. And it's still working today without them having to do anything. It just works.
You can't be mad at the motherfucking damn tactics, bro. Damn. Boy,
them shits just work, bro. They just work.
You can't be mad at the tactics. I don't understand why you keep saying that.
How? Because it works. I can't be mad at efficiency. I'm just mad that I'm the butt end of it. You know what I'm saying? The tactics
why
work,
would you be mad at it? I don't understand that disassociation. You're disassociating the method from the outcome.
Because if we could have did it first, I would have did that too. Like, damn, you got to it first. That's a damn good tactic.
We wouldn't have, it would already been done. If you're not in that caliber and you don't have that stature, you wouldn't do it. It's just a fact. It's for you who you are. If you're willing to sacrifice morality and willing to sacrifice human decency,
that's what that's what I'm saying. Y'all willing to go to a level that we wouldn't imagine. That's what even produced this system that you're using. We wouldn't even have got to this point, but based off of the position that you in on Earth, the only thing you can do is ingrain some shit into a society so you can maintain. Why the fuck would I be mad at a smart tactic? That shit just smart, bro. If we was playing chess, you start whooping my ass. If we was playing chess and you start doing some good shit, bro, that's a good move. A good move is a good move. Even though I might lose, that's a damn good move.
Our tactics should be going off grid for a little while. Disappearing from everything that they got to do with. Anything they got to do with, disappear from it. I'm talking about politics, they supermarkets, they restaurants, they anything. Start figuring out how to do for self and being self-sufficient, getting our own shit. Like, we gotta hurt them in their pockets, yo. If we can't do that shit, this shit ain't gonna never change. Right? They abuse us, even though we don't think we being used and abused, but we are. All across the board.
The majority of people will continue to sacrifice their freedoms, sacrifice their health, sacrifice their lives for the comforts and convenience.
What's up, Mel?
Provided by the overseer.
Right. Yeah, man. And I think it's dope, Keith, not, to get off the subject, but I think it's dope that he passed away in Black History Month, man. It'll give us a reason to talk about him every year, man.
Yeah, that's dope, yo. That's dope.
So, what I mean? That was dope too. I think that's dope. And I think he deserved it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's been pushing for it for a long time. Even though that's the name of Push Coalition, he's been pushing for a long time. So I think he deserves his just, man. It's just due, man. And like I said,
hey, Keith, let's be clear though, man. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King wasn't martyrs, man. They got killed, bro. They wasn't trying to die. Let's throw that. I don't even want you to put that out there. They wasn't martyrs. Being a martyr is something different. Like, you're trying to die for a cause. I don't think Martin Luther King and Malcolm X was trying to die.
I don't think Martin was trying to die. I don't think Martin was trying to die, but I think.
But being a martyr is dying for the cause, correct?
I think Malcolm was willing to die, though. I think Malcolm was willing to die, man.
Yeah, they got killed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's the difference between saying they died for the cause or they got killed.
And going out in the blaze.
Yeah.
No.
I get what you're saying.
Hold on.
I'm just trying to figure out what's the difference.
Hold on. If I go to war, I'm willing to die. Right?
He ain't go to war. Ain't nobody was at war, Tom.
They told him to shut his.
Nobody was at war.
They told him to shut his nigga mouth.
Hold on. You saying Martin Malcolm
he opened his mouth, so that was going against what they said.
If you saying that movement was war, then who was killing who?
They was killing us.
I was about to say, how that's a war? That's not a war. Yeah, now, if you just said Black Panther Party was at war, I would be like, okay, now Black Panther Party might have been something totally different, but not Martin and Malcolm. They wasn't at war. Martin Luther King was peace and peace. They was kicking their fucking head in Alabama.
And at the time they killed,
that's at the time they shot him in Alabama.
But I think they considered them a martyr because I think they're considered martyrs because they voluntarily put themselves in the position where they were going to be attacked, attacked and persecuted because of what they said and what they tried to incite.
That's a martyr. That's absolutely a martyr.
I guess I don't know. I look at it a little different. I think martyr. I think motherfucking Afghanistan and shit that motherfuckers running up in the building,
blowing bomb jackets,
strapping bombs to their chest and shit. Yeah.
To die, but because the times were, if you speak out and if you try to empower and if you try to walk, they knew the backlash that was going to come with it. You know, we wouldn't expect it in today's time.
Dying, but dying is a part of that. I don't. That's crazy to me. I didn't think peace and peace.
They was willing to die for their people.
From walking in the wrong stores, and people die from sitting on the street corner just because.
Wait a minute.
But they was willing to die for their people to get a little further.
They voluntarily.
Martin Luther King got sniped.
He got sniped by a bunch of niggas from North. But he got killed. I feel like that. I felt like that was just him getting killed. I don't feel like. He was walking in there to make a message and die like he was. I don't know.
No,
I could be wrong.
When soldiers,
that's absolutely a martyr, yo.
I don't know.
I'm about to say,
I don't know.
They voluntarily knowing that they.
Hey, Fly, what you said, what you trying to describe is a martyr as well. That's a martyr as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what Martin and Malcolm did was pretty much no different. They just didn't have a bomb and vest on their chest. They knew they was, it's a possibility that I could die doing this, and they still
was making it even more. We're making
chose
it
to
more
do
brave. Right.
Yeah. And I want to talk about this real quick before we get ready to go. I don't really want to get off topic that much, but it's 1:12 and it's almost over, man.
10? Are you saying 10 or 1? Why are you saying 1?
I said 1.
Yeah, you always say.
Oh, my bad. I apologize.
Right.
No, I'm off LA time.
Oh.
Nah, I'm tripping. I ain't on no time. I'm tripping. I'm seeing the live countdown though, and it say it got a 1.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I be saying that all the time, yeah. But what y'all feel about this, man? I don't even want to stay on this too long. I just want to say my piece about it. And what y'all think about this, man? Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson exhibition fight is set for April.
I don't got no time for that.
Why they just don't sit down and just enjoy what they got left?
I want to know, is anybody messed up with money? What's up, V? I want to know, is anybody messed up with money and somebody need to get some money?
I would imagine both of them need money. The way Floyd Mayweather lives, I would bet he needs
Tyson got a whole weed ranch that he's been eating crazy off and suing his business partners right now for doing their $500 million or something like that. Like what?
Well, that would mean you need that money, right?
But I'm saying that Tyson thing was just generating money just in his sleep.
Maybe
so I don't know what
he used to. Maybe that's what it is, because he used to big money. So maybe it's not bringing in enough for his lifestyle or his preference.
They saying Floyd money messed up. I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe.
In the Congo, what is that about?
Rumble in the jungle. I don't know, but they trying to sell a fight because they know don't nobody really want to see it. or we're gonna do it in the Congo and Africa. They know nobody really. I mean, me personally, I don't want to see that. Like I could go see Floyd fight because I know Floyd can still fight, but we saw Mike last outing.
I don't have no time for this.
We saw Mike last outing.
I don't have any time for this shit.
He said this is foolishness time.
Yeah, bitch. I don't got no time for this type of shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We saw Floyd last outing, and I don't think it's cool.
Us as consumers at this point.
Yeah, because they know they just know niggas gonna pay for it.
Yeah, that's
hey yo, I would rather see Jake Paul get knocked out again, man. I ain't got time for this shit.
Come on, man. This shit don't even make sense, man. At all, yo. I mean, I'm gonna keep it moving, man. Cause I ain't really feeling it. Y'all tell us how y'all feeling in the
After what Mike did with Jake Paul, I'm done with Mike. Mike, go sit your old ass down.
But see what I'm saying, Keith? Just a coincidence. They both suing somebody. Floyd suing Showtime and Mike Tyson suing his weed partners who he was selling no cannabis with. They both suing somebody.
They both.
I just wish that, like, yo, you know how people sit back, like,
he said, I can't
and watch the people that get the opportunities, right? And you go to make all this money, then you blow the money, and niggas be looking at you like, yo, what the hell was you doing, dog? What was you thinking about when you got out of the hood? When you got that money, that how fast I'm gonna spend it? That's what you was thinking about? Like, come on,
how old
man.
is Mike Tyson? Good God.
Mike up pushing 60, man.
Mike 60. Mike gotta be like 60.
He gotta be about 59, man, 58. He pushing 60, man. I know that.
Y'all don't think Mike got CTE?
He is 59.
I don't think
Mike got CTE.
I don't think he got CTE. Maybe
I was about to say, why? He just ain't crashed out yet? What do y'all do? Crash out before?
Nah, Mike ain't crashed out because they gave him medicine after he went to jail. You know, after he came from jail, he wasn't no longer right.
Mike he seemed like some medicine motherfucker, though. He seemed like a motherfucker
They medicated Mike.
Hey, Bees, he a little nutty, me. Hey, Bees, when he got that tattoo on his face, I said, he a little nutty, yo. He a little off the chain.
They medicated Mike in jail, but Mike is a smart dude. The tattoo
on his face. He intelligent. He definitely intelligent.
Tattoo on his face symbolized something. He got that for, all that symbolized something. He ain't just do it unconsciously like, yo, like these niggas out here, these gangbangers doing, putting tattoos on their face that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? So anything Mike doing, he doing consciously. He ain't doing it where, oh, yo, I'm a nut. I got CTE. And you can say, yeah, Mike got CTE. What has Mike done that you can say, yo, he got CTE?
59.
I mean, motherfuckers still think Mike a nut. We ain't gonna act like motherfucking Mike ain't, you know what I'm saying, ain't a little different. Mike ain't like getting normal motherfuckers, man. We know that from his childhood. His childhood said that. That motherfucker don't been a youth house. His childhood kind of said he a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Keith, as a fan of boxing, Mike shouldn't afford a Vander after jail. He should have left Evander alone. I know he seen what Evander was out here doing. He should have stayed away from that one.
Mike got the shit beat out of him, yo.
But he's 59 and
hey, Bees, he bit a man ear off. He bit a man ear off twice. Mike is a fucking nut, man.
I ain't gonna lie. When I get mad, I'm liable to bite somebody too now.
Hey, Bees, when a professional boxer do it, it's a little different. I think motherfucker got CTE.
Hey, Keith, first of all, I don't know how long they fighting. But I'll jump in there with 59-year-old Mike, man. Shit, I don't 59. Care. I'm not scared to get knocked out of nothing.
I think your difference is a lot, though, right?
I don't care about that type of stuff, Keith. Like I'm a nigga. You win some, you lose some. But one thing, once we get up off this mat and when this shit all said and done, you're gonna say, yeah, I respect the shit out of that nigga. That nigga scrapped to the bitter end. I
ain't gonna front, Keith. After Mike Tyson last outing. Listen, man,
I might drop that nigga,
might knock him the fuck
out. I'm trying
to
tell you, Keith, I don't know what you think going on. He might go night messing with me, man. I'm telling you, bro.
But he did not look good against Jake Paul.
I'm telling you, yo, and don't give me no time to really train like I'm training for a real bout. Man, forget about it, man. He might for real go night, man. He might too slow for me right now.
Mike out.
Hey, Ty, man. All right, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing, yo. I ain't gonna keep pouring the gas on myself, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna keep gassing myself.
Stop overdoing that shit, yo. Ty said, stop overdoing this shit.
Ty said, nah, I ain't let this nigga slip with this. Ty said, I ain't letting him slip with this. Hold on, I ain't letting him slip with this.
Nigga talking about knocking out Mike Tyson, man.
You knock Mike out?
Nigga talking about knocking out Mike Tyson, bro.
Oh, you might knock Floyd out.
Yo, you crazy. Yo, how y'all feel about this before we get ready to go? Yo, because we got about 10 minutes. Yo, oh, man. Yo, and I got mad more I want to talk about, Joe.
Oh, this nigga here, man.
It's mad more stuff I wanted to talk about, man. Judge has ruled that most of Lil Durk's lyrics, interviews, Instagram posts, comments, and text messages can be used against him in his murder for hire charges. And then there was an update. This all was yesterday. Then they gave an update that not so fast. Judge said certain Lil Durk lyrics can't be used as evidence. And I just want to play this for the people that don't know, because this is about as actual and factual as it gets. This is how it's going to play out. For any of you, anybody that don't know, or you playing these games out here in the street, just for the young boys, young jokers, females as well, because y'all out here playing just like the boys now. I don't know what's going on, but check it out.
Be referred or traced back to an actual crime. Years ago was popping. So a couple people sent me this post about Durk's case, and I could tell from the comments on the post that a lot of people really don't understand what's going on. But it's something that a lot of people, myself included, have discussed in the past and along the way on this social media platform about rappers and the music and the law and the courtrooms, and their cases, right? In this case, people feel like, oh, that's messed up. They trying to use his lyrics against him, when it's not that simple. So in this instance, there's something called Rule 401, 402, and 403. Rule 401 is relevance. Rule 402 is admissibility, which means if Lil Durk has any lyrics, any Instagram posts, any interviews on podcasts, any actions, any DMs, any text messages, anything that he has said or done that can be referred or traced back to an actual crime, that they can connect the crime to anything that he said or did in an interview, music, or otherwise. If they can take something that he said or did and connect it to a crime, it applies to Rule 401 and 4. Be referred or traced back to an actual crime, that they can connect the crime to anything that he said or did in an interview, music, or otherwise. If they can take something that he said or did and connect it to a crime, it applies to Rule 401 and 402, relevance and admissibility. 403, Rule 403 is biased, which means if the prosecution tries to take, regular street slang, or the way he talked to his homies, or figurative speech, or, figurative, posturing and gesturing, like things that you can't trace back to an actual crime, then the judge is not going to permit that, because that could bias the jury. This is why it is extremely important. If you still outside in these streets and you are in the entertainment industry, and you do interviews on these people's podcasts, do not allow these people to trick you into talking about things that you're actively doing, or even making references to it, just so they can have something juicy and spicy to post, so they can get clicks, views, and boost their algorithm, so they get money and you put yourself in danger. Be extremely mindful about what you let come out your mouth, because it absolutely can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Yeah, and that's Shabazz. That's Shabazz, the OG from out of Philly. You can find to have a song on like Instagram at Shabazz, the OG.
To have a song like Federal Nightmares, and to really be in this situation, dog, is like you smoke that shit all the way into the existence, dog.
Yo, and
he got a lot of music that is,
it's a lot of music they're gonna use.
They got the detective sitting in there, man, writing this shit down, man. This shit crazy, yeah.
Yeah, he was a little bit I ain't gonna say misinformed. I guess I want to say he missed some certain things, but he explained it right for the most part, Keith. Yeah, and for anybody, yo, like I say this all the time, yo, if you playing in the streets, period, yo, this is where we lose at. We don't know the game that we playing. We know how to go out, stand on a corner of trap, or be in a trap house and trap, or we know how to do that. But that's not our game. We're getting money. The game you're playing is judicial. You have to know the laws. You got to know they jargon. You got to know how to play their game. You don't want to be being on no videotapes, self-incriminating yourself, putting yourself in unnecessary harm. Police ain't even got to do no job no more. They don't even need informants. Niggas is informing on themselves. We got to get back to reality, man, and get off of the Grand Theft Auto, man. Get off the Call of Duty.
Well, what would make you tell on yourself anyway? Like, isn't that like crime 101?
Yo, who want to go on?
Man, bees. Hey, bees. Lil Durk say shit like, go hit the block and go spin again. This the type of shit that they say in the music.
I got your friend whacked. Like,
yo,
what,
man, Lord.
What are y'all talking about, bro? And then you go look at, first of all, you'll hear a song, and then you'll go see a video, and somebody will make a video about it, talking about him making a song, but they putting all the pieces together. So they doing crime. You got bloggers out here doing real investigation and real investigator work. They get a song and break the song apart and put a video to the time, the events, everything that happened, and be like, that's what he was talking about. Did you see what he was talking about there?
D, but it'd be a white guy with glasses in London, in the UK. You'd be like, yo, he just broke down a whole old block beef? Did he just do that?
Nigga never stepped foot in America. Talk about, they was right on 63rd, and when they spun, what he was saying was when they go around this block right here, that's the block he was talking about. They're talking about the crime. What?
Man,
all police got to do is sit back and say, yo, let's just sit back for 6 months, man. We ain't got to do nothing. We'll figure out the crime, man. We could go, what you doing? You want to go have a beer or something? They ain't got to do shit.
Man,
I wish these young boys wake up, yo, and realize they really throwing yourself away, because what they doing is they not giving our niggas life sentences like that no more. Not too many people getting the elbow, right? So what they want to do is give you 60. Give you 50. Like, they want you to really think about these numbers you get. Yeah, go ahead, sit down and get this 50 years, nigga.
Well, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We no judge. I ain't no judge. I'm glad that the brother found the dean. You know, he should be living on the righteous path now. But you know, we come from that, you know what I'm saying? We was knee deep in it, bro. So we know how it is to be at war and go through what you're going through, trying to make it up out of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We did.
Yeah.
We've been there, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't here to judge, bro. I definitely, you know what I'm saying, I wish bro the best, man, and may Allah guide him, man, and keep him on the righteous path.
And let me say something to add on to that, Fly, right? Because I want people to know this, yo. No matter how untouchable you may think you or your crew are, you can be touched. You can be touched.
Yep.
You wouldn't have told me, none of my niggas would have been, you know what I'm saying? You can be touched. You can go down for hundreds of years. you can be looking at your niggas through a wall for the last 25 years saying, damn, yo, shit was just all good just a week ago. At least that's what it seemed like. It don't pay to be up in them jails, yo, and them people faces, and it's different hustles out here now. Y'all niggas ain't even out here hustling. Y'all just out here beefing over a female or what somebody said on social media, yo. Like, come on, man.
It just seems like it's more today about clout and people seeing you a certain way versus what it was before. Like
what they don't understand.
Hey, please. Go ahead.
What they don't understand, LBs, is that little 15 minutes of fame or popularity you got, you hit the because you got them guys in Chicago, they hitting armored trucks and all that, all crazy. Like, you got people doing stuff. That little 15 minutes of fame, ain't nobody gonna remember that but your family.
Right.
Where he at? Yeah, he in jail. You remember he did that shit 20 years ago.
But
nobody ain't even gonna remember you, my G.
Hey, E, before we get off though, real quick, you got to see how the cops looking at it though. And not only are you in it like that, you putting out this goon music, you putting out this juice to these kids to make them want to go hurt shit and just kill shit. Let's be clear on that.
That frequency need to be killed in our music. Specifically in our music, that frequency. Whatever that frequency does to our people, we need to shut that off. We need to shut that off and figure out something else.
Definitely start with the words.
We need definitely the words, because words have a lot of power. But that frequency
when
need
it's
to
being
be
played over and over and over again into a young formative mind.
Right.
I mean, that's easy to say, but when you living it,
yeah, you deep in it, man.
It's different, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was hearing that goon music and I was living it, that's what it was, man. So I don't know, man. It's different. It's different when you out.
Make you bolder and amp you
up.
It's goon juice.
At the end of the day, though, I get what Fly's saying, because when we out there and we was out there, it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's kill or be killed, or
that's
you know
exactly
what I'm saying,
what it is.
or you want to plate
exactly
somebody plate. So we ain't gonna be on nobody plate. We gonna be handing plates out for everybody to eat. That's what we gonna do. And when you want it like that, you gotta really be on some demon
defense,
time for real. You gotta be
defense.
On,
that's why we say stay safe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta be on demon time though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got caught with the strap. I didn't know to get caught like that or whatever out of bounds, but it was mandatory. I kept mine everywhere I went because I had something going on in the street. So it's mandatory that I kept mine with me. And it was good that God allowed the police to catch me, because if they didn't, ain't no telling what I would have did and where I would be right now. So, you know what I'm saying? But that game ain't for the weak. You got to stay dangerous. You know that, Keith. Hey, man, appreciate y'all coming out, man. Like I said the other day, man, appreciate all the people that been subscribing. We need more subscribers, though. We trying to get to 500, you know what I'm saying? We was trying to get there to end of last month, man. Help us out, man, by liking, subscribing, sharing with somebody that you know might like the content. I'm a Moto EMS, man. The Half Mascot, man. Appreciate y'all for coming out. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Want it.
Absolutely. Like, share, and subscribe. Keep coming back Monday through Friday, y'all. LBZ here holding it down for the ladies on the Band of Brothers Morning Show. Definitely want to give another rest in peace shout out to Reverend Jesse Jackson. He would definitely be missed in our community in the form that he was. Pray that we have others that choose to follow in his footsteps and lead us to a better tomorrow for our Black America. I bid y'all well on your day. Remember that existence is automatic and purpose is chosen.
Yes.
I don't know what time. Fly Global, Miss Everywhere. You ain't never there. In the Jersey representing the South. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. Listen, man, anybody that's playing in the streets, man, I just want to say, man, jail and death coming with that shit, man. There's no way around it, dog. If you ain't signed up for that shit and you in it, believe that's what come with it, man. And if you're not a part of that, and you don't want to be a part of that lifestyle, please stay far, far away. If you're an old head and you in that shit is a death sentence. My brother said every time. If you go to jail, it could be life. At the end of the day, listen, we love y'all. We're going to keep on preaching these good messages to y'all. We appreciate y'all. Keep tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Go tell a friend and tell a friend. We here live and direct every morning. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow.
100.
You are now listening to Barcode Boys.
Y'all funky ass up. Y'all know the routine.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm high with nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps folding. I just need gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. I am the